Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my team selection for game week 9 and any transfers that I'm thinking of making as well. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, what players are you bringing in for game week 9, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, we're bang in the middle of the international break. There has been a horrendous amount of injuries so far. Luckily, my team hasn't been affected too much, knock on wood. But of course, there's still a lot more games to play over the international break. So, I'll probably make an updated team selection video next week, just in case I do need to make any changes or anything like that. But I'm really happy with how my team looks at the moment. So, in goal, we do have Turner, who does have Luton at home. Again, there are a couple of rumours and murmurs about him potentially losing his spot. I don't think he will. I only really need him for this game, to be fair, because then after that, I'll probably be just playing Areola for the foreseeable future until I play my next wildcard, whenever that would be. But yeah, Luton at home is obviously a very good fixture for Forest. One of the best fixtures they're going to have all season, and so hopefully can grab another clean sheet just like they did against Crystal Palace. Unfortunately, I didn't play Turner in that Crystal Palace game. I went for Areola instead. Don't really know why. I just thought that we would concede, but no, it was a 0-0 game, so it was perfect if you had Forest and Crystal Palace defenders. But yeah, Areola has Villa away this week, and because I do have Villa attackers, I don't really see the point of playing him, especially when you've got that Luton at home fixture. And you know, we are pretty good at home as well. It's not like our defense is terrible, and we've looked good this season, so fingers crossed we can get some sort of clean sheet or some sort of return for Turner against Luton at home. I mean, a penalty save and a clean sheet would be absolutely fantastic. But anyway, that is my goalkeeper. At the back, we have Matty Cash, who's got West Ham at home. I've got Pedro Porro, who's got Fulham at home. And then Crystal Palace at home for Burns. So really nice defenders there. Not really any kind of other players that I would rather play. Obviously, in an ideal world, I have Trippier in this defense, but you know, just cannot afford him at all. He's actually got up to like 6.9 as well. He's just like shooting up. I think he's really highly owned now as well. So if you don't own him and he does a lot of damage, it's gonna hurt your rank. The only thing is, like, Newcastle have like so many games coming up because of like cup competitions and Champions League and stuff like that. And Trippier is like, what, 33, 34? And they've just brought in Livramento as well in the summer. So I feel like Trippier won't be playing every single game. Whereas Dan Burn, I'm a little bit more kind of I'm less worried about owning Dan Burn in terms of like starts and stuff, whereas Livramento can play at any time. So there might even be the odd game that Trippier misses, and I don't think he's going to miss the Champions League because obviously that's such an important game, especially with the group that they've got. So if they were ever going to rest Trippier, it'd probably be in an easy fixture in the league. But either way, that's just me saying, you know, what might potentially happen. There's no reason that that will happen. Maybe he just plays every single game. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, he's getting on a bit. They've got a lot of fixtures coming up. Potentially could get rested. But either way, I've got Dan Burn anyway. Maybe I'm just saying that because I don't have it. I'm just trying to hope for a bit of damage limitation. I don't really know. But Dan Burn is my Newcastle defender. Porro, I'm really happy with as an option as well. Looked really attacking against Luton. Missed a big chance. Unfortunately, obviously, when they did get that red card, it definitely kind of stopped the attacking threat from Porro. But I don't know, Fulham at home, I'm quite looking forward to. I'm hoping he does get some sort of attacking return to kind of reward me for going with him over Udogie, who is still a really good option as well. It's just Porro's numbers looked a little bit better, which is why I went for Porro over Udogie on the wild card. And for me, there was only a 0.2 difference at the time, so I thought it was a little bit silly not to pay the extra 0.2 for Porro. I think there is a 0.3 difference now because Porro's also gone up. In fact, I think he's actually close to rising again. But either way, I've gone Porro. Hopefully can get something against Fulham. And then, yeah, Cash as well, West Ham at home. Was unfortunate not to score in the fixture last week, but hopefully can do something against West Ham. So that's the back line. In midfield, we have Bowen, who's got Villa away. And again, I'm never a fan of playing an attacker against a defender, but there's just not really anything else I can do. Like, I do have other options on the bench, but it's just not worth it at all. And Bowen has been really good this season. You know, he should have got a return in the last game. Should have got an assist. But hopefully, I needed to get something against Villa. But if he does, I need Cash to get some sort of attacking return as well, which is obviously very plausible. There's no reason that Cash can't get an attacking return. Like I say, he was unlucky in the last game week. But either way, Bowen, who's got Villa away. Salah, who's got Everton at home. Again, very much a good captaincy shout this week. I mean, there's a lot of captaincy shouts this week. But yeah, Salah at home to Everton is a really good option. And really happy that he's in my team. Obviously, the Liverpool fixtures coming up are just so good. But I'm hoping Salah can go big. Just to kind of reward me for going with him over like other options as well. Like, he's such a big player, and obviously he's proven himself over the years in FPL. But like, you kind of putting all your eggs in one basket with him, because it's like Salah or like Saka and Erdegaard or something like that. So it's like he has to outscore like 2 good players every week. So it's a lot of weight on his shoulders. But either way, on penalties, obviously like that 90-minute man, no rotation worries for Salah. So yeah, hopefully we'll get something against Everton. It's a massive derby as well, so hopefully he can get something. And then the other 2 midfielders, I have Maddison and Son. Both have Fulham at home. Hoping they can both go big this week after the disappointing Luton away fixture. Again, they definitely should have got a lot of attacking returns, but you know, they missed a lot of chances at the start of the game. Then of course they got the red card, so it just nullified all their attacking options, really. I mean, they still won the game 1-0, but it definitely could have been a lot more. But either way, Maddison and Son, absolutely happy with. I think Maddison is actually the player that's risen the most in price this season. He's 8.1 now, and he started the season 7.5, I believe. So he's actually gone up 0.6. Son's also gone up as well. I think he's gone up 5.5 mil. But yeah, Maddison, I haven't had all the price rises. I think I brought him in maybe around 7.7. I don't actually know where it says this season where it tells you how much you brought him in for. I think they've changed it a little bit. I'm sure it's somewhere, but yeah, I think I brought him in for like 7.6 or 7 or something like that. So I've made a little bit of money on him, which is quite nice. Made a little bit on Son as well, for if I do decide to downgrade them to like a Saka and an Odegaard when the Arsenal fixtures get really good. But yeah, Maddison I think I'll just keep anyway, because you know, he's just such a good option this year, and obviously very, very cheap as well. At least what I got him for. But yeah, Maddison and Son, really, really happy with those options. I've also got Neto, who's got Bournemouth away. Again, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Neto. A lot of people were going like Gordon and stuff on Wildcard. But, you know, only 8.6% owned, so a bit of a differential. And like I say, he's returned in every single fixture, apart from the first 2 this season. You know, he scored against Everton, got returns against Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Luton, City. Like, City and Liverpool he's got returns against, which is a bit ridiculous. And then also got a return against Villa. Definitely should have had more returns against Villa as well. Did miss a bit of a sitter. So, yeah, really, really happy with Neto as well. And I think, yeah, he's a little bit of a diffie, and hopefully if he goes big, I just need him to outscore Gordon every week. And obviously with the injury to Harvey Barnes, I don't think Gordon's minutes are really going to be managed at all. I think he'll just play every game. He's young as well. It's not like he needs the rest. So hopefully Neto can do something. I'd love it if Neto was on penalties as well. I don't actually know who the Wolves penalty taker is since, what's his name, left in the summer. But I don't think it'd be Neto. I don't know if they've had a penalty this season. I can't remember off the top of my head. But either way, we've got Neto away at Bournemouth in the midfield. And that does finish off the midfield. And then up top, we have Watkins, who's got West Ham at home, who, again, I think could easily go big this week. I mean, the fixtures for Watkins going forward are just so, so nice. So really happy owning him. And then also Haaland, who is currently my captain, but I'm not completely set on it. Obviously, he's not scored a goal in a while, you know. He's not had the greatest couple of games, really. Wolves away did nothing. His XG was pretty poor. I mean, his XG against Arsenal was 0. Like, he had no XG against Arsenal, which is not great when you're thinking about captaining a player the next week. But Brighton obviously are a little bit bad defensively this season, so I think if there's ever a game for Haaland to bounce back in, it would be Brighton at home. Obviously, as you know, Luton at home would be a lot better, but out of the fixtures this week, I think I will go Haaland, but I'm not completely against Salah, or even Son for that matter. And then on the bench, we have Areola, who's got Villa away, hence why I'm playing Turner. And then my other options are Archer, who's got United at home. He's first on my bench just simply because I think United just can't keep a clean sheet. I mean, I feel like if they're going to score, it might come through Archer. I've got Anderson as well. He's got Newcastle away. I'm kind of thinking about maybe putting him on my first bench, but I don't think he makes my starting 11. I don't know who I would drop for Anderson. And Newcastle away is obviously a tough fixture for Palace, and their attacking threat doesn't look that good at the moment. So yeah, I'm happy playing Anderson on my bench this week. And then as well as that, I've got Kabore on the bench. He does have Forest away, but you know, he might not even play. You know, he did get rested in the last game. He didn't even come off the bench at all, so I don't really know why, because he's obviously been, like, his numbers have been decent so far this season in terms of, like, attacking threat for a Luton player anyway, especially a Luton fullback. But either way, that is how my team looks like for Game Week 9 going forward. Again, with in regards to transfers, I mean, I've got 0.1 in the bank, so there's not really too much I could do even if I wanted to do. But there's not really anything I need to make there's not really any transfer I need to make this season, barring any kind of injury. Like, everybody is absolutely fine. The team looks really, really good. Like, pretty much everyone's got a home game as well, apart from Bowen and Neto, so that's always nice. But yeah, I mean, I don't know who I would bring in anyway. There's not really anybody with like incredible fixtures that I don't really already have. Like Arsenal with Chelsea away isn't really a player from there that I need to bring in, especially with like Saka also injured, obviously withdrew from the England squad and everything like that. So, and I'd obviously been thinking about Arsenal players going into game week 10. So it'd be nice to have 2 free transfers going forward, and then we'll see what I can do. But with only 0.1 in the bank, I would have to get rid of someone. So it's one of those, like, maybe I downgrade Porro for a good Gabriel or something like that going forward for game week 10. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Again, my team might look completely different by the game week 9 deadline if there are injuries and stuff like that. But as of right now, I'm quite happy with it. Can't really, like I say, can't really make a transfer even if I wanted to. I've got 0.1 in the bank, so yeah, happy with how it looks. But that's going to be everything for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try to hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. What is your game week 9 team looking like? Also, are you thinking of making any transfers over the international break? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, peace.